Grandpa Ebu. Once again the Conservatives have found themselves in hot water over the Auditor General's leaked report about the G8 spending in Muskoka. What's it all about, Grandpa Ebu?
Well, Nibu, it seems that the Harper government spent $50 million on so-called infrastructure improvements in the riding of the Minister of Industry, Tony Clement, in preparation for the G8 meeting last August.
$50 million. Holy Diefenbaker. That's a lot of cash. What did they get for their $50 million, Grandpa Ebu?
Well, the Lake and Bays got a new public washroom and improvements to their bandshell. That cost $274,850.
Great jumping horn toads, Grandpa Ebu. That must have been some washroom.
And the town of Port 7 got some park improvements, streetscaping and new signage. That cost another $2 million.
What is meant by streetscaping, Grandpa Ebu?
Well, Nibu, I expect that means such things as new flower boxes on the streets. Perhaps some new paving stone on the sidewalks. Banners hanging from the street lights. New curbs. That sort of thing.
You mean cosmetic stuff, to pretty up the town? Not things that are going to create lasting jobs, such as an auto assembly plant. Or investing in the education of our young people. Or helping people learn how to prepare for retirement. Or investing in new hospitals, or MRI machines. Or training new medical specialists, so that people can get a hip replacement in less than 26 weeks.
Precisely. Things to make the town look nice, in case one of the drivers got lost and one of the G8 leaders happened to pass through the town on their way to the meeting.
Well, Grandpa Ebu, isn't that what politicians have always done? Spent the taxpayers' money in the ridings of their MPs to reward the voters for voting for their party? It's called patronage, isn't it?
Well, Nibu, the Conservatives were elected under the promise that they would be different. They said they wouldn't engage in such pork-barrel politics. They said that their government would be squeaky clean. Instead, they've been even worse than their predecessors.
How, Grandpa Ebu? How has the Harper government been worse than previous governments?
First of all, they attempted to hide the $50 million expenditure as border infrastructure improvements, implying that the money would be used for such things as customs offices or other such border infrastructure. Instead, they spent the money on prettying up the Muskoka region, under the guise of preparing for the G8 meeting. As if the Muskoka region needed to be prettied up in the first place.
Well, this whole thing starts to smell pretty fishy, Grandpa Ebu.
Well, speaking of fishy, let's not forget the fake lake in Toronto for the G20 meeting. But that's a topic for discussion some other day.